Okay, so here's the next fidget spinner I'm going to review. This is the Zentri Nano by FidgetHQ, and I have the stainless steel version here. My initial impressions are that it's a fairly nice little tiny fidget spinner, little small one. It's got a little bit of play in the bearing, but we'll have to test it out and see how it goes. I just ordered the copper one, so that should be here soon. We'll check that one out when it gets here. But it seems like it's a fairly nice little design. We'll test this one out right away. Okay, I'm going to review this Zentri Nano by FidgetHQ now. It's a fairly small spinner. It weighs 55 grams, and it plays pretty well. It's pretty much like any other small spinner or small tri-spinner. You don't get terribly long spin times off of it. Now, I had a little bit of an adventure with this one. I had to test it several times. The bearing that came with it had a thump in it, and it wasn't producing great spin times. It initially got like a 4-minute spin, but it went downhill from there. So I decided to put another bearing in it, one of my Spin Me by Naus bearings, and I tested it with that one in it. Still didn't do very great. It got longer spins vertically than horizontally, around 4 minutes vertically and 2 to 3 minutes horizontally. Average spin time was 3 minutes, right on 3 minutes. For the appearance score, I gave it a 5.5. It looks pretty average to me. The feel, I gave it a 7 because it feels pretty nice. It's easy to use. And the perceived quality, I gave it a 6. Now, I'll get back to that in just a second, but what I did after that was I took that Spin Me bearing out, and I was looking for something that would quiet it down a little bit. It was a little bit noisy, so I put an all ceramic bearing in it, or not an all ceramic, but a ceramic hybrid bearing in it. That did seem to quiet it down a little bit, and I retested it with that hybrid ceramic bearing, and it got an average spin time with that one of 4 minutes and 40 seconds, so it's 1 minute and 40 seconds longer than with the stainless steel bearing that it came with, and the Spin Me bearing, which is also stainless steel. So it got a better score that way. With the stainless steel bearing, it got an overall score of 4.2, and with the hybrid ceramic bearing, it got a score of 5.9. The 4.2 I call a yawn, and the 5.9 is average to almost good. The problem with this thing, there are a couple of problems with it. For one thing, it's off balance a little bit. It made my rig shake a little bit, which is how I can tell it's off balance. And also, when you spin it slowly, it comes to one of these kind of halting and then going backwards kind of things. And so it is off balance a little bit. The other problem with it is the button is not fit in there. It doesn't fit the bearings very well. It's a little bit loose, so you can get this clicking back and forth kind of thing, and that actually did happen, especially during the vertical spins. You could see this; it was spinning, and then all of a sudden it would thump back and forth in there, which slowed it down a little bit. So, and it also makes a little bit of noise. The button just moves around and makes noise. So the button, I don't think, was made very well. I'm tempted to try to find a different button for it that might work a little better. But all in all, it came out pretty average. So I think I'm going to keep the ceramic hybrid bearing in there because it works a little better than the stainless steel one. This one costs $30 on eBay. I've got the copper version on order. I'll get that one right from the factory. I believe that I got this one, actually I did get this one from eBay for $30. Yeah, I ordered the copper one directly from their website, and we'll get that soon. I'll probably review that one separately. Since it's copper and this one's stainless steel, I imagine it will run a little bit better. But well, I got cut off there for some reason. I was saying I can't really recommend this one because there are other spinners out there that are small like this that work quite a bit better. I've reviewed some of those in previous videos, so you can check those out if you want. If I remember right, the small spinners from Spinnercraft, and I think it was video number 16, had some nice ones in there. You could check those out if you like. So that one right there, it's not the greatest thing in the world, and but for 30 bucks it's not a big deal. But it's a little bit disappointing. All right, we'll see you later.